Phil's in the house, and I changed the camera. We got look, you even see. Look to the left of the screen. Well, it'd be your left, my right. Well, whatever. It's my left, your right, maybe, or left. I don't know, but you look. We're doing little changes here and there. I'm working on a bunch of stuff. I wanted to do some type of game show thing tonight, but I've been working on it. Just running a little slow, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. And not exactly sure, but I want to start, doing some game show things, having some fun, getting more things. Yeah, everybody's left. So basically, what I want to do is get that done, and I'm gonna, once this show is over, I got some tabs open of different things that I'm gonna look at. It's just been crazy. I don't think anybody wants to see my ugly mug better anyway, but that's okay. You can see it, and if that makes you happy, then that's great. I don't know. But today, I got to open up my Word document that I got for all the new. This a lot of stuff started popping up. Even today, a lot of stuff news-wise. I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do. Etc. So we're going to talk about Great Adventure. There's tons of information about the Safari now. How and when you can get reservations. How it's going to work. We're going to talk about Edaville. We are going to talk about... What else do I got? Disney Springs. We want to play when... Let's play the guessing game of when will SFNE open. We're going to talk about some Disney employee shuffle. Indiana Beach, some Epcot stuff, and God knows whatever. I mean, like I said, I love that you guys like more. You know what I mean? Like as we've been doing this, more and more people have been getting involved and sending me information, and it's helping as I'm searching. I'm finding other things that from other areas that I didn't know about different things opening, different things closing, different places adding rides like Lagoon with their coaster they're building. Jason in Paradise sent me a photo last night, and then we've been talking about that, and I guess it's gonna be like a spinning coaster or something, but they're building a crazy thing to make it indoors, and they're like building a little mountain. And I've never been to Lagoon. That's out in what is that, Utah? I think it is. I think that's where that is. Yeah. So it's definitely. Yeah, Tennessee attractions are opening. I don't know. Isn't it supposed to be soon Dollywood's opening? And things are starting to go. And thanks, Aaron, for that. The government of Connecticut announced that the outdoor amusement parks can open on June 20th as long as he doesn't move it. Prone to that happening. Lake compounds may open in July after preseason prep. Excited. I'm excited. If it opens, I'm going. Let me tell you, I'm going. Yes, Chris, definitely been a crazy news day. We could play. There could be a lot of stuff. I mean, we could do like a Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna look around for some stuff that we can do. And you are right, Lindsay. Until we find the proper things to do, we're definitely going to what do you call it? We'll experiment on every other. And I agree with you that this is always the traditional night. And I agree with that. This is how it's always been. Usually it's like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever. 7 o'clock's a good time. I like it. Because then I can still do whatever, Seen something. Ohio wants to cut down the amusement inspectors due to the state budget. There's going to be a lot of hairy things going on. And I understand that because I got notifications from Disneyland. Disney World. Oh, treat yourself to trivia from Fantasyland. Like you can take the quizzes. So there's a lot of cool things that I'm trying to work on that I would like to make a permanent fixture of this, show. So there's a lot of things that I want to work on, and then I'll definitely be reaching out to like John and Lindsay and Charles about doing a little research. You don't have to go crazy, but we need to find what we need to find is the best game or games to play that we could somehow route into this. So it goes up on a screen. It doesn't look like a 2-year-old did it. It doesn't have to look amazing, but just something fun. And like I said, I got prizes galore, so we could give out prizes and stuff. So that's not an issue. And speaking of prizes, tomorrow, I don't remember what time, but is the 900. Obviously I know who the 900 subscriber winner is, and that video is dropping tomorrow. Let me look real quick, and I'll give you a time. I'll tell you a time. I'm going into the scheduled posts. Where is it? So tomorrow at noon. If everybody can tune in, find out who has won the 900 subscriber box. Let me tell you, it's an awesome box. I even show a few of the items that were like on top, so you can see what's in that box. Because there is something in that box that you can never get again. You'll never get that exact item, but I had like 4 of them. So you will never see it again. So it's definitely something like, whoa. I mean, it's not crazy big or anything, but to me, I was like, I'm not, just watch the video and then you'll understand what it is, where I was that day, and you'll see it's one of the things. I don't want to give it away. I want you guys to watch the video. So, again, tomorrow, 900 subscriber video drops, so for those that want to know, and then we're not going to do one at 950, we're going to do one at 1,000, just because 950 is like, we're marching on to 1,000. We're getting there. We're at 908, I think. So we're marching. We're getting there. And we'll get there. This year we're going to hit 1,000, I don't know when. But that's up to... All it takes is just enough people to share the videos, and we're good. So if you're watching this, I don't care if it's on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever the hell you share it. Wherever you want to share things. To get more people in, get people sucked into our stupidity. And it's great. So, enough of that. So, let's break off the news, because, like Chris says, things in Florida keep changing, like, every 2 seconds. So, Disney Springs opened today. Now, I do watch, what is that, Rick Flicks on YouTube. I like that guy. I think he's cool. But I do enjoy watching his video. I watched him walk through Disney Springs, different things. Even in his, I haven't finished the video yet, but I probably about halfway through it. But he was showing it wasn't huge crowds that I could see when he's walking around. They have all the floor markers just like Shanghai. They have signage. They talked about the temperature checks, the masks, the stuff, what stores are open, what restaurants are open, etc. So it was nice to see that it wasn't crazy. And I think more people will probably go more towards the 27th when, like the World of Disney opens and other places, the Christmas store and other things. There's not really any entertainment going on. No movie theaters open. But it's enough to slowly get the people coming back. And they know that, and things are going to happen. So I just wanted people to, see that, be down with whatever. So, yeah, that was the point of that. I've watched some Tim Tracker stuff. As a matter of fact, I was in one of his videos. Jay Kite pointed it out to me. He sent me a screenshot of it. I didn't even know. It was one of his Epcot videos during the Food and Wine Festival. Basically, during when I was there for IAPA, so in November. You can see me with my camera just looking up at something. I don't know what it is. I didn't know that dude. Didn't know he was. I didn't even hear him talking. I had no clue who the dude was. So And I got nothing against Tim Tracker. I've watched some of his videos. The videos that I watched, I enjoyed. So, yeah. So I mean, I don't have problems with people. You know what I mean? It's just, it depends on the content. Like, I can't stand Coaster Kids. I can't. I just find it annoying. I mean, that's their thing, and whatever. I can't. I tried. I remember when we went to Riding of the Bull last year. Was it last year or the year before or whatever the hell the last time I went? I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before. And I just, listening to them was just driving me up a wall. I couldn't. It's just not what I, you know what I mean? Like, good for them for what they do. I'm not going to knock them. I am not going to knock their hustle. I just don't have time to watch everybody. If a video pops up from various people, I'll watch it. I've watched videos from TPR, Tim Tracker, Coaster Kids, Coaster Crew, Coaster Studios, and stuff like that. I just don't have time to watch. It's like not everybody has time to watch me. I'm not on a level of them people, but hey, it is what it is. I just feel like what I do, I like what I do, and what they do. So not everybody, you know, if I see a video even today of like Coaster Studios that I like, I'll watch. But I just don't. I don't subscribe to it, and I don't go searching for it. You know, just like people say the same shit about me. It's just a matter of opinion. That's all. It's just a matter of opinion. But what I can tell you about the way the videos are going to go this year, you know, once the park's open, way different. Hey, Jay, what's up? Hey, don't you ain't gotta apologize, man. What's been going on this week? Anything good, bad, ugly, disgusting, fun? I know you were dealing with stuff with your grandpa, so we're here for you, man. Don't ever be afraid to hit me up if you just need somebody to talk to. Don't ever be afraid, dude. You're not bothering me. Don't ever be afraid if you just need somebody to talk to. That goes for anybody. I mean, everybody that knows me, I talk to everybody. So, I don't want you to think like you're bothering me. Yeah, Midway Mayhem is another one that I've watched. I don't like some of the people that work for them just because of stuff that I've personally seen with my own eyes. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. You know, like I said, I'm not here to knock down anybody. I always admire the hustle of anybody. Anybody that's doing YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, whatever their thing is, never knock the hustle. It may not be my cup of tea, but it's obviously people's cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a lot of good information out there between Midway Mayhem and Rick's Flicks and, you know, all them Florida bloggers down. Even TPR has some. I mean, I don't really watch a lot of his stuff. It doesn't really pop up a lot. And I probably should. I don't live on social media. You guys probably noticed that I don't really post a lot. I mean, thankfully that Lindsay has found stuff and posted it on Facebook and stuff like that. But I gotta personally step up my game. I'll be honest with this coronavirus. I'm like, oh, I can get so much done. I'll get like 10,000 subscribers, and I did nothing. Nothing. I mean, I'm just starting now. Like, if you notice, there's like stuff on this hard drive that I've never posted that I've done. It's crazy. It's just like in my brain. I'm like, yeah, I gotta like, like, this is the time now before everybody starts reopening and you're stuck. You know, there's not too much more time of... This is the gold honeypot right now for anybody with anything. People at home got nothing to do looking for stuff. This is the time. You know, so... But, yeah. It's crazy. If you do have something, now's the time to pimp out what you can, if you can. Yeah, I know. It's the theme. I'm surprised you guys aren't open with the theme parks yet. You know, Texas is one of the biggest. Texas is the biggest rebel of states in this whole country. Like, usually Texas is like, we're doing what we want. We still cowboys. Yeah, you know. And I mean, there was a spell of a time that I was thinking about moving to Texas. There was a time once upon a moon ago. I'm like, oh, Texas, it's hot. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, then I'm like, ooh, Florida. I think it's just, I like going to Florida. It's quicker, on a plane. Florida's my kind of, like, I feel like, yeah, I watch Amusement Insiders. Hey, what's up, Quarren? I watch Amusement Insiders. Well, not all the time, just whenever. Yeah, they gotta. I don't. They open up aquariums and some sporting events, but yet amusement park. It's a weird thing because the same thing. Well, like an example, I don't know for sure, and I'm gonna check right now. Let me type this in right here. I don't know if this place is open yet, but let's see. Because if it is, I'm going. All right, so as of when May 25th happens, Southwick Zoo in Mass opens. So I don't know, like, this update. That's in Massachusetts. But theme parks not until phase 3 or 4. They don't have a specific. There's a lot of. I'm reading the thing, and I know I'm not talking. If anybody that wants to go to Southwick Zoo, it's $20 per person. It's phase 1 admission pricing. They'll be open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Following the state requirements, visitors will be required to purchase phase 1 zoo tickets online for a specific date and entry time. Tickets will not be available to purchase at the entrance during phase 1. He goes, we're sorry, but we cannot accept normal zoo at all or admission-only tickets, value passes, library tickets, passes, donated tickets, or any pre-purchase admission during phase 1. It says admission tickets purchased online, dated to expire in 2020 or in May 2021, are now valid until October 31st, 2021, so they will be honored during next year's season. This includes unused 2019 admission tickets and any admission tickets purchased online for the 2020 season. It says Earth members, since we must control the number of visitors in the zoo each day, Earth members will be required to reserve a time slot. Please check back for more details. And then it says what will be available during phase 1. Outdoor animal exhibits. Zoo visitors can still explore a spacious 200-acre park. Please be aware that indoor exhibits in the Earth Discovery Center and indoor reptile exhibit must be remain closed during phase 1. The deer forest, a 35-acre deer forest, will be open for guests to walk through. Please be aware that the deer feed will not be available to purchase. However, guests are not permitted to feed the deer at this time. Restrooms, wash hands for at least 20 seconds after use. Concession stands and retail kiosks. We will have some outdoor food and retail venues available for visitors. Please note that during phase 1, outside food cannot be brought into the zoo. What will be closed during phase 1? They got rides. So they got a kiddie rides, the safari, the train, the zip line, pony rides, and camel rides. The playground, indoor exhibits, the petting zoo, parakeet landing, rainforest adventure maze, shows and presentations, Elcor mine, animal encounters. So that's all for phase 1. No. And it says no re-entry. Guests will not be able to exit and re-enter the zoo during phase 1. Since we must limit the number of visitors, we ask that guests try to stay no more than 3 hours. So if you want to go to Southwick Zoo, that's what you got to do. Yep, and let's talk about that. Okay, so we talked about Disney Springs. Like I said about Disney Springs, I don't know much more than what I've seen and the amount of people that are there, etc. So, yeah, let me just make sure I got All right, so there's a lot to take in for the safari at Six Flags Great Adventure. So bear with me as I read a bunch of stuff. And I'm going to put the link in the chat if you guys want to read along. If you want to keep it for later, I am going to put this in the chat. If you guys want to go reserve, but you can't yet. But you go there, just copy it, you'll find it. All right, so the safari opens on May 30th with an active member and pass holder preview on May 29th. Reservations are required. The reservation system will be open on May 27th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time through the link I just posted in the chat. Are reservations required? Yes, everyone in the car must place a reservation in advance at that site. Once reservations are open, when making a reservation, you can add other people's ticket numbers or pass numbers. It doesn't matter if everyone in the car has a separate reservations or if they're on the same reservation, as long as everyone has the same reservation for the appropriate time slot. So you got to first purchase a ticket and then have that ticket number, season pass number, or membership number handy to place the reservation. Ticket sales are not available to park, and guests without a reservation will not be allowed to enter. What are the hours? 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. with the last cars entering at 4 p.m. Member pass holder preview. Yes, active member and pass holder preview on May 29th. Ticket. Is this included for members and pass holders? Yes, it's included for all active members. But here's the pricing. So general admission, weekdays $20 for over 10. Weekdays is $15. Kids 10 and under, weekends is 18, and kids weekdays 13. Active members and season pass holders free, plus one $9.99 bring a friend ticket. Remember, tickets must be purchased online in advance, and a reservation must be made after purchasing the ticket. Does each person in the car need a ticket, pass, or membership? Yes, each passenger needs either a pre-purchased ticket or a 2020 pass or an active membership. What if I pause my membership? Pause memberships will automatically unpause when your home theme park reopens. This safari experience does not count as theme park reopening. Pause memberships cannot be unpaused early. A member on pause will need to purchase a ticket to enter safari. So if you paused your membership and want to go to the safari, you got to wait till the theme park opens. But if you do that, you may not get a chance. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It says, what are the rules? There are several rules. You can check, you can read them on that sixflags.com/safari. How does this affect my season pass membership extension? Season pass extensions and member bonus months will still be based on when the theme park opens. The safari experience will have no effect on that. Similarly, members who pause their memberships will not be unpaused until the theme parks reopen. Who's messaging me? What the hell is that? Oh, okay. Where the hell am I? Is this permanent? No, this is temporary. The plan is to reopen the Safari Off-Road Adventure when the theme park reopens. So you're going to only have a small window to get this experience. If you want it, get a reservation and do it, because after that, it's going back to the same way it was. Baboons. Yes, cars will traverse the original path through the safari, including the baboons. However, remember that baboons were separated from cars during the last few years of the drive-through safari. So no baboons on cars. And then again, the pricing. So that's all the information to take in to do with the safari. So it's good news, but if you want it, you better do it. You know, if you want it, do it. If you don't want it, so keep that in mind. So Ryan, about Jersey Devil back on resume construction. Supposedly it is. I don't know if it is. I haven't seen any pictures or anything, so I don't know. Unfortunately. Well, in a little bit we're gonna play the guessing game. Because last week when we saw like when the phases were, but we didn't know where the theme parks fell, so I found where the theme parks fall in Massachusetts. In the proper phase. So we're gonna talk about that. I'm just blowing through the news to get rid of that, and then we can, get back to that one. That's gonna be the last. I don't have that much news left to go, but there are some cool things. So, I'm sure people heard about it. Edaville in Massachusetts, small family park, has a nice Thomas Train area, has a great train ride, has a bunch of kiddie rides that adults can ride with kids for the majority of the rides. They posted today on their Facebook page that they're not going to be opening this summer due to where the phases are in Massachusetts. They figure it's not, for them, it's not worth it, But there is a but to this. They're going to try to open up for Thanksgiving and Christmas. They do a holiday thing like Six Flags does, and Lake Compounds, and whoever else. You can ride the train ride, see the Christmas lights. You can walk around. You can go see Santa. There's all these different things that you can do. It's a nice park. I like it. They go, in the summertime, you can go see the dinosaurs. Or, they get the Thomas Land. Most of the rides are open, even when it's cold out. They're flat rides. They only got a few coasters, nothing major, but... they don't have anything big. So, yeah. There's all kinds of crazy stuff. Oh, what did he say? All right. So, Chris has been sending me stuff, and I just noticed it now. So, based on what let me check what he's got. So, from clickorlando.com, SeaWorld hopes to reopen mid-June, interim CEO says at a tourist roundtable. Park has submitted reopening plans to the state, according to the company executives. I'm just kind of so... Okay, so basically it's just a bunch of, we're at a round table talking, talking about the shutdown, and everything's going to go through local leaders, and they put their plan together. And it says that they said, upon approval, park officials would need 2 to 4 weeks to ramp things up and would be ready to open in June. So if they can get the okay now, by mid-June, they can reopen. They can get everybody back, hopefully, get everybody trained, things all done. Because they're not only going to need to retrain everybody to make sure they know what they're doing on the rides, they're going to train everybody to deal with guests because of the virus. Between the masks, the sanitation, the new rules, the new guidelines, the new safety measures, all this stuff that's in place for people that want to go. I mean, I would go, if I lived there, I'd be second and open, I'd be down there. I'm not going to be able to run right down to Florida, unfortunately, because I'm working on reopening my company. So, you know how that goes. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I saw that too about Joyland. For those that don't know this, in Lubbock, Texas, there's a small family park called Joyland. I've never been. They said if they don't open soon, they got to close forever. And that's not good. I mean, we're in this predicament, and I got to say, I get it. It here's the thing that really pisses me off about all of this. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that pisses me off to know, and I've said it 1,000 million times on the show, and I will say it forever. I get it that there's people that are scared. They're afraid. People don't want to get the virus. There's people with underlying conditions. There's elderly people. And I get that. The easiest solution is to quarantine them and keep them safe. Right? That's the idea, right? That's what a quarantine's for the sick, not for the healthy. That's what so basically everything they're doing is, what they've done to us is all illegal. Every single person that sued the state because of it is one. Every single person. Every single person. Think about that. But with that being, the thing that I hate the most is those that are afraid are telling people that aren't and that are healthy and want to take the risk what to do with their life. So my response to that is, I don't tell you how to live your life. You don't tell me how to live mine. I mean, if you want to be told what to do and live like that, go live with your parents. Let them spank you and tell you what to do. Or move to another country that's worse than this one. That's the beautiful thing about this country. You have a choice. You have a choice to go. And if you're not worried, if you're worried and you don't want to go, I'm not calling you a jerk or an idiot or nothing like that. I'm just saying, if you don't want to go, you can stay home or whatever it is, if you don't want to take the chance, stay home. I mean, everybody knows I've beaten it to the drum. I have no fear. We don't care anymore. We just want to go live life. So someone like me, the situation we've been in, we're like, let's go. Let's go. Let's go have some fun. Let's get back to life. Let's get to work. You know what I'm saying? But they can't just push everything open. Here's the problem. Like SeaWorld and any park that, we've talked about this numerous times. One, they're going to be short-staffed this year. Why? Foreigners. Foreigners can't even come to the country. They can't get here to work. They're stuck where they are. They can't come here. So they're not going to be able to use the foreign workers. They're going to be relying on kids and whoever needs a job to work. So not all food places are going to be open. You know what I'm saying? There might not be every attraction open. The shows and stuff are probably not going to open right away. The character meet and greets and all that, that's not going to happen right now. Eventually, yes. And probably next year, springtime, summertime, something. Because here's what I think. If no second wave comes, I don't know if there is or there isn't. There could be, there might not be. I have no clue. Like I said, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? I'm not working on a virus. I don't know all this, just whatever they plop on the TV or internet that I feel like looking at. That's just what it is. You're not going to have every attraction. You're not going to have every event. You're not going to have everything. I mean, that's the tough thing. That's the thing, because from what I know in the state of Rhode Island, I don't know about any other state. I don't know how unemployment works anywhere else. But what I can tell you is, in this state, if you are on unemployment, right, and the park opens, you might not be on the hook right away. You may be on the hook a little bit down the road. You know what I mean? I think at first, you know what I mean? But legally here, at any job, if we call you into work and you don't, we're supposed to report that. It could be the same thing everywhere else. I don't know. I just know this state. Just because of dealing with, everything with my company and all that. So, I could, there is that. But when they do go, we called you to work, you said no. Well, they can go to the state here anyway and go, yeah, he didn't want to come back. Now, I mean, Chris, I would potentially, as a backup plan, get some kind of doctor's note or something saying, look, I'm not ready to go back because, I'm afraid to get the virus. I don't want to go out. I mean, I don't know what the legality is. Every state is different, obviously. They may not throw you off. You may not have to go back. I don't know what they would be doing even in this state. But I know that if I call you back and you don't come here, I am supposed to report that, and then they deal with whatever. They might keep you on a little bit. They might take you off. I don't know. And that's a problem for a lot of people because I don't think there's any protection for employees in the terms of, I don't want to go back. I don't want to deal with the virus. Hey, what's up, checking? But it could be, they might not get on your ass right away. They might be like, all right, you can collect until the end of the year, but then, January 1st, you got to go back, tough crap. Again, I don't know. I don't know how it is for Florida or Massachusetts or Connecticut. I only know here. You know what I'm saying? So it's different everywhere. And I mean, they might throw everybody a bone and go, okay, well, I don't want to go. Don't make me go. I mean, I think that at least for a little bit, that should be an option. I'm not saying the rest of your life. I'm just saying, for a little while. Just to kind of get people, with everything going on, all the doom and gloom and how everybody feels and positives and everything, not everybody's the same. Me, even before anybody I knew had the virus, I'm like, I don't care. Open it back up. I've been screaming and shouting this crap since the beginning. Before they shut down stuff, I'm like, oh, who cares? Let's just go. You know what I mean? Like I was gonna, because Transworld was canceled, I was gonna hop on we found out on a Friday, Monday, I was gonna get on a plane and go to Florida to go to the parks, and then they can't close the parks. So, couldn't do that. Like I said, it's a mess out there, and it's up, it would be nice, to help, it would be nice to help people. I mean, the way that unemployment always works is you get laid off, temporary laid off. When you call you back, you're supposed to go. End of story. If not, you lose your unemployment. It might be a little different because of the virus. Definitely, Chris, I would definitely go on the unemployment website for Florida, or however they do, and there should be something there. It might ease your mind. I don't know. Oh yeah, no, I agree. I mean, that's the catch-22, Charles. Charles says, honestly, I think they'll be strict about going back if there's no direct health risk. Way too many people who could say I'm worried, who are just looking for it. There are people who do that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, this might be a little bit different. I mean, they're not going to keep this unemployment stuff rolling forever. It's just not going to happen. But they might extend it a little bit just because of... There are people that, they're saying... Yeah, see, in Rhode Island, we don't have to submit anything, because if you put that you were laid off due to COVID-19, you don't have to be looking for work. That's not even... There's literally like 4 things you got to fill out now when you do it week to week. Oh, good thing I said that. I got to do that later. Shit, I keep forgetting. I forgot again. Damn it. I can't believe I did that. Watch, I'm going to do it right now. Right? I just started. I want you guys to see. Alright. Ready? Hang on, I'm going to put that in there. Watch this. I'm doing my unemployment right now. Oh. Okay, let me go back. Oh, I forgot to... What happened? Oh. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Hang on. Alright, I know I gotta do that. Let me do that. Why can't I... Alright, go back. I messed up. Okay, I'm restarting right now. think that's right. All right, there, that's it. Done. It literally took, what, 30 seconds when it actually worked right? That's it. Done. See it. Done. Over. I DM'd you the reminder on Twitter. What was... Oh, ha, yeah, it was my unemployment that I had to do. See? Psh, done. All right, cool. All right, so that's done. See? It's just boom. Let me go back real quick. I want to just read you. You have to put your social security number in. You have to put a buy code they give you. You got to put a PIN, how much you earn, and then click yes, earning certification, attestation, hit submit. That's it. You don't have to look for a job. You don't have to nothing. It's nice. So let's see what everybody's been saying here while I was doing that stupid thing. They could wait to cover prepaid rides, possible magic mountain coaster, especially with a New York coaster. Virginia and Ohio might be the only states in the country with 2 giga coasters. Any news on Pantheon? Nothing yet. Yeah, we don't even have to click any of that. Yeah, it sucks that you get denied, but if they can do that, but yeah, it's the whole thing is crazy because there are people that don't want to like hop back into work, and I get that. Like everybody, everybody knows the risks, and unfortunately, I think now we're at the point where they're no longer worried about saving anybody. Think about that. They're opening parks. They're opening business. It's pretty soon, by the end of the summer, it's going to be everything open. Not full capacity parks or state parks or zoos, but things are going to open. Businesses are going to make money. Things are going to just start doing their thing. Unfortunately, by the time some parks open, most of the season will be open. I don't think, especially up my way, there's not going to be very many water parks open. And it's just, at this point, it's just like, here you go, my children. You want it? You got it. We'll deal with whatever happens after. Yeah, Florida's going to be hurting. Everybody's hurting. Rhode Island's hurting. New York's, everybody's hurting. That's why they're opening it back up. They're going to go, you know what? We've done whatever with the, the virus, about flattening the curve. Yeah, Uber can't pay anybody because of nobody's Ubering. Like, every industry is hit. And speaking of industry, I'm sure everybody heard JCPenney filed for bankruptcy. They're going to close 200 and something stores. And but the news that I heard today, which blew my mind, and if that happens, goddamn, it's really awesome news for me and JCPenney. So what that means is Amazon is most likely going to buy JCPenney. They have people at the Plano office in Texas right now. Well, they were at least yesterday anyway, talking. Because JCPenney is probably going to sell. Most likely. And then just be a leaner, more profitable company. Which is good for me because I shouldn't, I'm not saying I won't, but I shouldn't lose any stores that we work on. None. Hopefully, knock on wood. I'll find that out soon enough. And if that happens and Amazon buys them, they're not Amazon's not going to close them. That's the good thing. They're going to utilize. I've read the article. Amazon didn't plan on So, yeah, Vegas is hurting big time. Nobody's traveling to Vegas. Amazon equals B&L. Yeah, so again, I don't... What's B&L? I mean, like I said, every industry, it doesn't matter what industry you're in. What is it? Pier 1 Imports is liquidating or whatever. They're closing up and shutting all the stores down. They're done. You're going to lose a lot of companies. That's for sure. And, some companies will survive. They'll be a shell of their former selves. Some will come out on top. Some things will be better. Some things will be worse. Like I said, when a park opens, especially your local parks, I know everybody wants to travel out and go to Florida, go to Cali, go to Texas. Oh, yeah, by and large. Yeah, maybe that's the beginning of it. I love Wally. That's a good... I just didn't think... I wasn't thinking. I love that movie. But yeah, trust me when I tell you, when the parks reopen, your local ones, go. They're going to need it badly. Even if you have a pass... Buy some stuff. No, I'm not, like I always say, I'm going to go spend a boatload. Buy a soda. Buy a pretzel. Buy a cookie. Buy a fried dough. Buy a whatever. Buy a t-shirt. Buy an action figure. Buy a game. Whatever. Just support your local, support your local parks and attractions. I think most of my vacations this year are probably going to be more local than traveled out, just because of current situations and getting yeah, you're going to have a lot of brick and mortar stores likely going to disappear. They're definitely going to shrink in size. I had read this article way before. It was like a year or two ago. I'm sure some people have seen it. The footprint of the overall square space for brick and mortar stores is in the United States ridiculous, far and beyond any other country. Like, it's that crazy. We just have a ton of square footage for stores. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just like a lot of crazy stuff like that. So there will be shrinkage. And like from JCPenney's standpoint, they're like, oh, that's it, they're done. And I said, did you read what they're doing? Like, their plan. I'm not saying the plan is a guarantee. The only reason why I talk about JCPenney is, we do work for them. So I know a lot of in and outs of the business. They're closing all the crappy stores. All of them. It's like 242 stores between 2020 and 21. They're closing them. And the ones that are left are the ones that are profitable, don't have high cost, etc., etc. So, again, all the stores are doing it. They're looking at, okay, all these stores make money, these don't, get rid of these stores. That's what they're going to do. And whether they drop down that many or whatever they do, it's to be seen. It is what it is. There's nothing, and so be it, But the same thing's going to apply. I mean, if you look at parks, some parks, there may be some parks that just close for good. The smaller ones. There's a lot of smaller ones that do have, they got small margins, but they can, they can hold off this year and go, okay, unfortunately, we're not going to really make any money this year, but next year we're all good. Chris going to buy Dynamic Nano Coaster from SeaWorld. Yeah, they got quite a few of them over there, don't they? Let me see. Busch Williamsburg is making masks that has coaster pictures on it, like Pantheon. I mean, that's smart for a park. Excuse me. If they can get the masks, made, they're gonna sell. People are gonna be like, "Ooh, I got such and such roller coaster or a logo of a roller coaster on my mask. I'm cool." It's the masks for the short term anyway are going to be a fashion statement that's probably going to disappear next year at some point. When you look at it, I mean, my in my mind's usually right and wrong. So we'll just say, let me see. I wonder if all those large spaces will become FECs and such. The late JCP and KOP Mall would be perfect for some indoor amusements. It benefits the mall community. It's near Valley Forge Park. I think, I mean, some people are doing that. They're making like these little, they're making like some FECs arcades in these, department stores that close up, whether it's a Macy's, a Sears, a JCPenney, whoever. I've seen that happen, and there was a lot of articles last year and the year before, like, oh, this spot is da 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 da, and then this spot da 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 da. I mean, there's nothing wrong with opening an FEC if they have the stuff that people want and you promote it halfway decent. You get a little bit of a social media presence and you do some stuff, and then you can make it happen. If you're not willing to put some time and effort into it, it's not gonna, Yeah, I saw that SeaWorld Orlando was testing Mako with people social distancing, wearing masks on the rides. I'd like to hear from them how the masks, do they stay on? Do they fall off? Do they, what happens? Because you're going to find out if wearing a mask on a roller coaster is something you should be doing, not be doing. Because think about it. If one of the masks fall off and hits and goes under the coaster and gets on the wheels, that's a cause for disaster. They'll stop masks instantly. They may just, So, again, if the park is smart, do the masks. Yeah, it's not going to work, and people are going to be pissed, and people are going to either... What's going to happen is people are either going to follow it, suck it up, and do it. There are going to be a small group of people in the... check in. SeaWorld said possibly mid-June if their application to open that they send into the state for their guidelines or whatever they were looking for, if they get the go-ahead, then they can open, but it would take them 2 to 4 weeks, and then they could open mid-June. That's the take on SeaWorld anyway in Orlando. You're gonna have a small group of people that are gonna be the what do you call it? The rebels. They're not going to want to keep the mask on. They will take them off. You're gonna have a bunch of pricks running around going, "Yeah, we gangster, yo, we're taking it off." I mean, I might join that party once, just to be a douche. I mean, I'm not gonna do it somewhere where I'm known. I mean, I'm not going to do anything stupid to get, to freak people out, but it would be funny. Yeah, that is surprising that Universal didn't have any themed masks for sale. Because I know Universal sells masks. I saw something like $6. Some people say they suck. I mean, they were probably doing whatever they could, like, quick. You know what I mean? To get masks there for people to buy if they need a mask. But here's the problem. You're going to have a mask before you get to the mask to purchase, because once you get to the health screen check, you got to have your mask on right then and there. So you get out of your car in the parking garage, you go to where that is, and you got to have the mask on when you get your temperature check, and then it's got to stay on the whole time you're there. So the funny thing is, there's going to be all the tan lines, wherever the mask is. You're just going to see, you're going to have sunburn raccoon eyes instead of the other way around. Like when you wear sunglasses. I mean, if you wore sunglasses with it, you might help not have a weird tan line, potentially. Like you could have a white face and everything else is... I don't know. I'm just saying, you could probably get some sunglasses that can cover... You might have, like, here... Well, actually, you'd have... Well, if you didn't have a hat on, you could have, like, that. The forehead red. And the... Oh, God. It's going to be a mess. My advice where you can is wear a hat. Like a baseball cap. Where you can. When you're out wearing a mask outside. Because if not, you're going to look really, really ridiculous with that suntan. You will look ridiculous. Where are we? So I told you Edaville's not opening. Epcot. I want to talk a little bit about Epcot. There's a rumor swirling around about the Mary Poppins flat ride for the UK Pavilion. That whole project, I heard, is on an indefinite pause. Postponement because of things going on. Epcot may be the last to open of the 4 parks down in Disney World. Harmonious show, nighttime show, is probably on pause for now because they're not going to be doing any nighttime shows. There is a bump in the road for Guardians of the Galaxy's roller coaster because what they were supposed to do was film some stuff for the ride while they were filming the movie. So they were probably going to do some different stuff, take a day or two of filming with the sets to use for the ride. Well, filming has been paused, so we don't know what's going to happen. So that ride, the ride's continuously, I don't know if it's doing construction now or when they reopen or whatever, but they'll get the ride done and then they got to get some footage because they were supposed to already be filming. So, but yeah, those are all the rumors that are swirling around for Epcot. So don't have any high hopes for Epcot at the moment. Just don't get your hopes up because it's not going to happen. Hey, what's up, Theme Park New England? Wait, Disney Springs wasn't giving out free paper masks and Universal was, or vice versa? Chris, I don't know. It says unlike Springs. Oh, so you're probably saying Universal was giving out free paper masks at temp check if you didn't have one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on at Springs. I just saw what was from one person. I'll be looking later after to see how much, if it got crazier, if it got busier, if it... I don't know. I think that when Rick's Flicks did it, like right when it first opened, not like in the middle of the day, because like I was watching a video at like 2-3 o'clock. And he had already gone, and unless he did it yesterday, because I saw like Tim Tracker and some other people were at Disney Springs yesterday. I don't know if it was like a test thing so they could get people out there to show what's going on. I don't know. What's up, Theme Park New England? What's up, Sean? All right, Indiana Beach Park finally has a reopening date. They got a VIP day. It must be like a season pass or something. It's June 26th. Then opens to the public on June 27th. So if you're looking for Indiana Beach Park, that's like the comeback story that we like to hear. They were closing, they got saved, and they're reopening. So, ooh. All right, so we got one more thing to do before we get into the... When will Six Flags New England open? So, Disney employee shuffle. So Bob Chapek, the CEO of Walt Disney Company, announced today that Josh D'Ambro has been named chairman, Disney Parks, Experiences, and Products. So he was the park president of Walt Disney World. And then there was a Rebecca Campbell has been named chairman, direct-to-consumer, and international. Mr. DeMero and Miss Campbell will report to Mr. Chapek. It says, our company is very fortunate to have a deep bench of talent. We're extremely pleased to welcome these two exceptionally qualified Disney veterans to our senior management team, Mr. Chapek said. Both Josh and Rebecca have more than 2 decades of leadership experience with the company, a keen understanding of our brands and business, and a shared passion and vision for delivery, extraordinary entertainment, and one-of-a-kind experience. It says Mr. D'Ambro, who has most recently served as president of Walt Disney World Resort, succeeds Mr. Chapek as chairman, Disney Parks, Experience, and Products. In this new role, Mr. D'Ambro will oversee Disney's iconic travel and leisure business, which includes 6 theme park resort destinations in the United States, Europe, and Asia, a top-rated cruise line, a popular vacation ownership program, an award-winning guided family adventure business. Disney's global consumer products operations include the world's leading licensed business across toys, apparel, home goods, digital games, and apps, the world's largest children's print publisher, Disney store locations around the world, and the Shop Disney e-commerce platform. So that's what he's going to be taking over. So I figured I'd say that, you know, people are swapping, spitting, moving around and doing whatever. And hey, good for him. I mean, if you look at that, it just shows that if you work and you work hard at a park, you can move up that corporate ladder of any park, whatever ladder they got. You know, they're not just gonna. I mean, unless the person is from another park and they're like, oh, if we get that guy and he's really good at X, Y, Z, but it's I feel it's better to promote from within, a little bit extra training, but not like you'd have to get somebody into your inner workings of your business, because that takes a while. You know, to get someone to understand and know what the hell's going on. So, with that being said, that's that. It sounds like a great deal. And anybody working at a park, at some point, if you put the work in, you love your job, you can move up the ladder. It sucks that, you know, you start at the bottom and work to the top, but that's how life works. Nothing's handed to you. Yeah, they're just swapping around. I think SeaWorld has the interim. They don't have. I don't think they have an official. Let's see. SeaWorld CEO. Yeah, it still says Joel Manby. That's the little. Well, the CEO that they had quit on April 6th. So who? Let's just see real quick who. Wow, he was hired with an annual base salary of $600,000 as part of a 3-year contract. Okay, I'm just looking to see. Oh yeah, John Riley, former president of San Diego Park, would get the job, but instead went to Ed Torture. Had been chief operating officer of Carnival Cruise Line. Torture has since returned to his former job at Carnival. They appointed Mark Swanson, who had served as the company's chief financial officer, to interim CEO. So, right now, I don't see it. Oh yeah, the finals are tonight. I just want to see who they are at the end. I may cut this a little short, like at 8:30, just so I can go watch the who gets unmasked. But that's okay. Because I also want to let you guys know that what's tomorrow? Thursday? There is not going to be a show tomorrow. There will be just Planet Coaster at some point. I don't know when. I got to go run some errands, and then I got to go buy some tape to put on the floor of my office. I got to do for the state guidelines. You know, like masket tape or whatever on the floor. I got to go do that crap tomorrow. And then I got to, like, post signs inside. I got to do some more crap. This is getting ridiculous. Nobody even comes in my store, my office. It's just my employees. That's it. That's it. There's nobody comes in the office. Nobody. It's just us. I can literally lock the door and it wouldn't matter either way. Keep it open, locked. Yep, they all get unmasked. I want to watch that. So I'm going to watch that. I don't know who anybody is at this point. I haven't really watched because I've been doing Wednesday night shows. I haven't been watching The Masked Singer. You know what I mean? So it's okay. I'm okay with it. I am. I mean, I get excited when I see who gets unmasked, but I want to watch a little. As tonight's the finale, and I think that's fair. But, so, let's move on. I mean, everybody's still chatting and whatever, and that's fine. Everybody can keep chatting, and we're going to go back to a lot of the stuff that everybody's been talking about after we go over the last topic, which is, when do I think Six Flags New England's going to open? Then I want to see if you guys agree, disagree. I mean, we could play that game for a little bit. You know, I think it'd be cool if we all played, you know, if everybody has a park they really want to go to, and let's play the, hey, let's, when when do you think? I know you just want to go to theme parks, but we can play the game of when do we think. But anyway, yeah, I need a lot. I do. So anyway, so when will Six Flags New England open? Based off of Monday, yesterday, 2 days, what's today? Wednesday? So 2 days ago, they announced how they're going to do their guidelines and all that stuff. So, during the show and all that, we were talking about it, on Monday. And let me go over here, because okay, here we go. I can find it really quick. All right, hang on. What was that? Oh, who cares about that? I don't care about that. Here we go. All right, so remember that photo that I had up, that I put up about the phases, right? Until that extreme tag show. I want to watch that. What is it? Holy Moly, the mini golf show. I think that starts tomorrow. I think the mini golf show. Oh, somebody text me. Who texts me? Oh, that was my dad. Oops. Okay. I think Extreme Mini Golf Show is on tomorrow. I watched like one episode. Yeah, I watched one episode last year, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. And then I forgot about it. I got to put it on record so I can watch it, because when I watched I think I watched like 2 episodes, and I was cracking up. I'm like, it is hysterical. Yeah, Holy Moly is funny as hell. It's a show I definitely need in my life, especially right now. So based on the information, like all the different phases of different things that are going on, amusement parks, it says to be determined. It says either phase 3 or 4. Phase 3, I think, is like June 29th. Let me see. When does phase 4 begin in Mass? I'm just looking for dates. I didn't think about that when I did this. Okay, so phase 1, May 18th. What's this? So this must be phase 2, effective Monday, May 25th. Office spaces, except those in Boston, can reopen. Effective June 1st, Boston office spaces can reopen. Phase 2, at least 3 weeks after phase 1. So 3 weeks from the 18th is when technically, like, hotels and whatever. So 3 weeks after that, whenever the hell that is. Okay. So phase 3 begins 3 weeks after phase 2. Oh, yeah, so whenever phase 4 is, so phase, let me look at a calendar real quick. I'm trying to figure this out. All right, so phase 1 started May 18th. So 1, 2, 3. So June 1st? No. June 8th, I seen that. It's phase 2. The 29th. It's phase 3. So phase 4 begins July 20th. So your chances of Six Flags is really anywhere between the 29th of June and the 20th of July. So I'm going to peg... I don't know. I'm going to be a little generous here. I'm going to say the 29th of June. That week. So the week of July 4th, somewhere in that week, I think when Six Flags New England is going to open. Based on all of that, because what I'm looking at right here, phase 4, phase 2. See, phase 4 is full resumption of activity in the new normal, including travel, all outdoor recreation and activities, as well as events in large venues and nightclubs. People are urged to wear face coverings, maintain physical distance, and proper hygiene. So all you stanky people, no. So there's a thing here that says, what about professional sports? It says that there hasn't been a decision made yet on when and how professional sports teams like the Patriots and the Red Sox can begin playing games again in the States. The virus will continue to be a health threat. No kidding. So, here's one. What about recreational pot shops? They're gearing up to offer curbside pickup. I'm just reading to see if there's anything in this article about... No, there's nothing about theme parks or concert venues, because I get it. Theme parks and concert venues, they kind of fall in a little, Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah, that's true. Well, if they're... Here's the problem, though. He said phase 4 won't be till there's a vaccine. Well, guess what? Then phase 4 will most likely never come. I'm a firm believer that you are not going to have a vaccine anytime soon. One that works. Like I've said a million times, the vaccines... If you just do typical research, like real research, you don't have to go looking on CNN. I'm just talking, if you go look up, if you go and look up things about scientists, viruses and stuff, anything with a vaccine, a lot of vaccines took 4 years before they had a viable working vaccine. Everybody's in a rush to get a vaccine going because people are freaking out and scared. It's all about fear-mongering. Could you have a vaccine September, January, February, March? Of course you could. Of course you could. Not saying it's going to work. It's just the illusion of safety. You're better off in a controlled sort of environment anyway, if you can, have herd immunity. You got to get at least 60% of the population infected, but you're just not going to. Like I said, I'm not a doctor scientist. I'm not trying to scare anybody who's waiting for a vaccine. Don't count on it. When they had SIRS and MERS and MARS and FARS and whatever, there's not a vaccine for that. The virus is burned out. You know what I'm saying? And again, everybody just has to just be careful, be leery, and whatever. I honestly think, I agree with Chris. Around the 4th of July, whether it's the week of or the week after, I think is the perfect time. That way, for the majority of the United States, it's getting hot. It'll be... So it's going to be 50% of 50%. So really 25% of their usual capacity. The park, Six Flags, already operates at 50% capacity. When they're really busy, that's 50% capacity. They can add double that. So keep that in mind. So they're really going to be running on 25% of the normal capacity. Great time to go to a theme park with not a lot of people. That's a fact. Yep. We talked about that a little while ago. Grand Adventure Wild Safari. If you go to their website, you can click on the reservation thing. The reservations start on the 27th. I got to put that in mind. So 7 days, a week from today, 10 a.m. I want to be on there making a reservation of some day. I don't care if it's during the week, the weekend. I don't give a rat's ass. I'll leave at 6 a.m., drive down, go there, for whatever time I got or whatever. But yeah, like I said, it's so crazy. Like, who would ever thought we'd have to be going by capacities, wearing masks, standing away from each other? So let's get some proper hygiene going and make sure that, you guys shower, you guys wear deodorant, smell good, you don't stank. Hey, what's up, Jason? Oh, we were playing predict when Six Flags New England was going to open based on the phases, because we don't know. The state of Massachusetts did not say what phase Six Flags is in. Amusement parks. According to the paperwork that I had seen, amusement parks fall in either phase 3 or 4. They don't say which one. They'll, I guess, let you know. Maybe if Six Flags, licks his balls enough, they might let him do it. They might let him, get into it. So, like I said, I don't know. The whole thing is weird, man. It's like either you got a plan or you don't got a plan. Like, everything is so... Yeah, I heard about that rumor. Oh, where did I get the Banshee Drive poster at? Oh, that's a metal sign, like a street sign. I bought it at Kings Island. They sell them there. You can't see it, but it says Dolly Parton behind it. I bought that one at Dollywood. What's this one? This one you can't see with Chef Pee-Pee right there. That one says One Lego Drive or whatever. That's Legoland from Florida right there. Yeah, because I've only been to one Legoland. And then the foam guy is Canopy Lake Park. You know what? I would keep it. I would keep the joke. I really would. Look, we can't... The last thing that I want to see people do is get all politically correct about this. Be like, you can't say that because you're going to offend people. You know what? Everybody's offended all day, every day. So guess what? Do it. Just leave it. Don't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't. I mean, they might not, but I don't think. There's no reason to be politically correct about that. If that triggers you, you got more deeper problems. You got deeper problems than that. You were right. That's a damn good shirt. Oh, what? My Knoebels one? This Knoebel shirt is badass. I mean, it's crazy like how people, and I get it, people have different beliefs, different backgrounds, different cultures. They believe in different things, and that's fine. But my big thing is I can't stand people that want to throw their stuff at me and go, well, you're going to live my... No, I'm not living your way. I'm sorry. And if I offend you, tough shit. You know what, Jay? I wish I had all the answers, and I don't, and I'm never going to pretend to know everything. I haven't heard much about Cedar Fair yet. Everybody's just kind of waiting for when they can open. But trust me, when they start saying any dates, I will have it. It's like this. Yeah, they got rid of it because they needed a piece. There's no reason to politically correct something. Like, I get it. Back in the day, that stuff was fine. Today, people like to bitch and complain because it doesn't fit their narrative. And then they'll post about it and then they'll find like-minded people, and then they'll take that bigger group instead of the one person, and then they bring it and go, oh, we're going to boycott it because Disney's a bitch. Well, actually, all parks are. They're afraid. We had that same thing go on, if you remember. It might have been 2015 or 2016, I think, at Six Flags New England for Fright Fest. They had some asylum mental patient thing, and this is at Six Flags New England. And they changed the theme, they changed the name, because there was a few people that were offended. It probably wasn't even 5. But they, because they did that, they had, people were saying, oh, you shouldn't be, using mental patients and, insane asylums as a thing, because it offends people, and da-da-da, and it's like, enough with the PC crap. If you don't like it, don't go. You ever think, like when you're scrolling on social media and you see something you don't like, you can scroll past it. You don't have to stop at that. People who are doing that are just doing it to get their 5 minutes of fame. That's all it is. It's like the people with the drones flying over the parks, and people, cameras on rides because they want to be cool, and so on. No, you're not cool. You're an idiot. You know what I mean? You're a complete idiot, and I can't stand a lot of people. I don't care if anybody of you get offended that I said that. I really don't. Because if you get offended by anything I say, we're not meant to hang out. I can hang out with anybody. You can ask anybody. I hang out with gay people, straight people, black people, Chinese, white people, black people. Well, I don't care if you're purple, green, somebody peed on you. As long as you're cool with me, I will hang out with you and we can ride and have fun. I don't care. But don't stop pushing that crap on me. I gotta live like you. No, you live like you. I live like me. Let me ride my rides. Let me live in my peace, and that's it. I don't care about politically correct, because if you really want to get into it, I can be nasty. I can be nasty. I don't think any of you seen me nasty. Like, nasty. Nobody's seen it. And trust me, if you ain't seen nothing yet. Then we had a church that had a haunted house, and they wanted to shut it down. Speaking of that, there's a place maybe 5 to 10 minutes from my work in Cranston, Rhode Island. There's a place called the Haunted Labyrinth. I don't know how many of you around here have heard of that. I know John has. That's like a religious youth group center that puts on a haunted house every year. Some years are great. Some years suck. Exactly, Sean. Theme Park. As long as you don't do me dirty, do me wrong, we can be best friends. The second you do me dirty, I will knock you the fuck out. Period. End of story. I don't care how big and fat and tall or little I will murder your ass and don't care. Don't cross the line. When you cross the line, see how he put the boxing gloves in the chat? Boxing glove. I'll take them gloves off. It'll be like hockey fights. You know what? One time I went mental. It's illegal, and it was even legal back then. I still did anyway because I didn't give a shit. When I played ice hockey, you're not supposed to tomahawk anybody with a stick over the head. This wasn't men's free play hockey. It wasn't even real thing. Somebody kept tripping me up, and I kept falling. They kept swiping my legs, swiping the whole game. I got sick of it. I tripped the dude out. He got up on his knees, and I went boom like that, cracked his head open with the thing. Not like he didn't need really. I think he needed a couple stitches or something. And then they were trying to. I'm like, dude. And then the refs were like, yeah, they've been doing that. We just let him go. Technically, you're supposed to get arrested for that. It was getting heat. This was like public hockey, and everybody was just fighting, and we used to fight all the time. That's just what we used to do. We used to have bench clear brawls. I was never good at hockey. I sucked at it. I just liked playing it. I sucked so bad at it, but I loved it. It was fun. But like I said, you cross that line, you try to put that thing. Yeah, the Haunted Labyrinth, I didn't go last year. I went the year before, and it was like a minor, coal mine kind of thing. I didn't care for it. But one year they had the clown one. The theme changes every year, and it's the kids and people, they volunteer, for the haunt. See, that's the thing. I would never take it to that for the in rule enforcement. I will never like freak out and hurt people because of that. I know and everybody should know this. I don't want to hear any one of you, anybody. We've been friends for a long time, Sean. I love you, pal. We've been good friends, and we need to hang out more. Not just at coaster events. We need to hang out outside of work. Yeah, hockey is a great sport to get your anger out, but I shouldn't play sports like that when you give me a hockey stick and I can tomahawk your head off your head or shoulders. Because I'm a jerk like that. But one thing I don't want to hear from any single one of you out there is when you go and there's a rule you don't like enforced. Read up the rules before you go. I don't want to hear anybody, I don't want to read them out. Because I don't want to see... Everybody knows that Chris works at Universal doing the what do you call it, surveys. So I don't ever want to hear somebody attack Chris because he happened to go, hey, where's your mask, dude? You got to wear a mask. Because I'll fly down there and go punch a mother, out. I'll go punch somebody out for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. I don't want to hear anybody doing any of that crap. I'm not an enforcer, but I don't want to hear it. You lose. You lose the right to complain if you complain about any of the rules going to the parks during this, because in order for you to go, you got to wear a mask, you got to social distance, you got to take a shower, you got to use deodorant, you can't stank. I know some people don't like to use deodorant. One, because they're a scumbag, and two, health reasons. Some people won't. Some people don't use it because they think it causes cancer. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't go into the parks causing shit and then going online and going, you're an idiot. You know what you're getting into going. You're looking for 2 minutes of fame. You ain't getting it from me. I'm just going to call you an asshole and just move on from it because it's stupid. The stuff that I see already online, people going, it's like, dude, don't go. Stay home. If you can't deal with the rules set by any park, don't go. Why are you going to go miserable and then go attack somebody? Can you goose Chris instead? Well, hey, that's up to Chris if he wants to be goosed, or hey, you two talk amongst yourselves about that. That's not for me to decide. I can't tell you guys how to live your goose life. But you get what I'm saying. I think you get what I'm saying. I just don't want to see any employee, even outside of a theme park, getting harassed, shot at, beat up because you told them to wear a mask. Well, you don't want to wear a mask, get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do something else. Like, I get it. It's going to be hot and miserable in Florida and everywhere in the summer wearing a mask. I understand that. Do you want to do that, or do you want to sit home and be miserable? You're either going to be miserable at the park or miserable at home. Or you can make the best of a bad situation. There are ways that you can you can there are only a few instances where you can take your mask off at a park. There's only a few. Well, not many. One, it flies off, right? It flies off. Okay, you're without a mask, gotta get a new one. Two, if you still got your mask, if you go have a cigarette, I know it at like the smoking areas at Universal or wherever has a smoking spot, you just go to that smoking spot, take your mask off, smoke, and then go, put it back on and go have some fun. When you're eating, you can take your mask off. And then you can, you know what I'm saying? Charles, he works at Universal. Yeah, so there are a couple places where you can. See, smoking cigarettes will be a benefit for me because I can go to the smoking section, take the mask off, breathe a little bit. Maybe some people will take up smoking with me. We can hang out and fake smoke. Just to get away. You can pretend. I'll give you one of my cigarettes to hold. You can pretend like you're smoking to take the mask off. If you need to kind of breathe a little, I'm sure if you're going to take a dump, you can take the mask off too. I mean, when I go to the bathroom, I'll just go in the stall, take the mask down even if I'm peeing. I don't care. I'll sit down to pee just to take my mask off. And please, for the life of God, I know you people are scumbags. You pee and poop all over the bathrooms. Don't do that. Don't even do it to be funny. I've seen it at parks, you know, and then you see the workers cleaning it. For God's sakes, don't be a scumbag. Don't do it. Be a civilized human being. That's all I ask. Just be civilized. Yeah, if you got a drink, you got something to eat, you can take the mask off. If you want to smoke, go to the smoking section, take the mask off. You want to take a dump, take the mask off. You know, so again, these are things that we need to look out for, pay attention to, and hopefully that people won't be attacking people. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be crazy. Now, yes, it's probably not your job, Chris, to, when you go back, to be like, put a mask on. I don't know if you guys have radios or anything. I'm sure they're going to make a new code number or name for somebody not wearing a mask. If you got a radio or something, be like, hey, bing, I just dealt with this guy or girl, and they don't want to put their mask on. You know, I don't know if you guys get like little walkie-talkie things or, you know, to talk to the park. Yeah, heat stroke is going to be a thing. What I do hope that the parks do implement inside the parks is, I wish they had areas where even if you have to wear your mask, you can cool down. Like I know Disney does near Space Mountain. They got that cooling spaceship thing or whatever. It missed down. Just go in there and just cool off. I hope they have other places to cool off. You know? But I will tell you this. Anytime I'm at any park and I see some idiot, I'll open my mouth because it ain't right. Like, people are there to help you protect yourself and other people. I get it. It's a bunch of hooey. We're not getting political or anything like that. I'm just saying, for the benefit of the worker, for the benefit of the guest, that's what we've got to do. You know? So, again, it's what you're going to have to deal with. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but don't be a jerk to people. There are ways to kind of go chill out and get that mask off to kind of catch a breath. You know what I'm saying? Go to the bathroom, get something to eat, go have a drink, go have a snack. You know. Yeah. Anything that you can to cool yourself off, utilize that. I don't know if the water park's going to open this year. I have no clue. Don't know. And you know, there's a lot of unknowns at the moment. So I mean, we just got to deal with that. And once we do, we could find out. You know, it's going to be tough. Just be all I'm saying to you guys. I have no. Oh, the ghost is back. I ordered a piece, so this will be fixed soon. The ghost in the machine. I put all kinds of crazy tape on this thing. You know, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be tough. We got to hang in there. It's going to be the year of having to deal with the shit sandwich at the end of the day. That's all there is to it. You know, and unfortunately, that's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, the huge line. Well, think about it. There is capacity, so you're not going to have to, you know. Who knows? Cedar Fair is only focusing projects next year on KD and Dorney Park Wooden Shuttle. Hey, if they've, I like this. I like the SNS 40s free spins. I don't know if it's going to be a good fit for KD, but I like him. It'd be nice to see what Cedar Fair does with them versus on Six Flags. Are they going to make it spin more, spin less? I don't know. And having a wooden shuttle coaster on the East Coast would be nice. And Lindsay, what do you mean they could fill in some gaps at islands with those Lost Continent, Skull Island, Marble? Are you talking about the cooling station things? Yeah, you're going to have postpone whatever projects they postpone for Six Flags and Cedar Fair. You'll get, if they're postponed this year, you'll probably get them next year. There are projects, obviously, that's still going to open. Oh, crap. The South outside of Texas doesn't have a free spin. Yeah, it could be a good fit because it's not overly huge, and it could be great. Oh, and I didn't even look at the multi-stream. I feel bad for anybody that was talking on Facebook, and I didn't see it, and I apologize. Third place is the Frog. Let me know who that is. I'm not watching it. Obviously, I'm still here talking. KD would stand out more if they went with the larger foot. It would. I agree with that, Charles. I think they were looking for something cheap. And they got what they got. You know what I mean? It's going to be different all across the board, man, when all these parks, when we slowly start coming out of this crazy virus thing. Yeah, they may not. Because I know over Georgia still gets a little bit of a say on attractions. Not much, but they probably shot it down. I hope, it'd be nice if it was different. It'd be nice if they gave them the bigger model. They just go for the next, an extra layer of 4D. I think it would be beneficial to have one other than the same ones. I mean, I like the ones that are a Great Adventure and Six Flags New England. I like them. So, I ride them. I think, yeah, they are. All right, so don't spoil it, J Kite. How about this? Message me, J Kite. Message me on Facebook or something and let me know. Chris, just watch out. He may not have seen this message and spill it out, so just be prepared for that. ...2021, I think, is going to be better for everybody. Parks, businesses. We're not going to be out of the woods, but we're going to be in a better position. And I think Six Flags itself is the parks. Any park in Six Flags, when they hit when it's crazy, except for Magic Mountain. What was it, New Year's Day or something when they had to turn people away? On an average busy day, I don't know what the capacity numbers are for the park. And they always operate at their max capacity that they try to keep at is 50% of the actual capacity. So if they're going to operate at 50%, they're actually operating at 25%. So so you just keep all that in mind, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to, the capacity. I don't know what the numbers are. I think one Memorial Day, back when was 50,000 people at Six Flags New England. But I heard different numbers from different employees and different people that year. I forgot what year it was. It was at least 7-8 years ago or something like that. I heard their max capacity is 50,000, max. I think that's beyond their 50%. Maybe 25,000 is their 50% capacity, and then so half of that they'll probably have 10,000 or less in the park when they first open. It might be 7,000 or 8,000 just to kind of start, and then gradually move. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see who the Frog. Really? That's who I'm not going to say who it is, but really? Really? Wow. Didn't see that coming. Wow. All right, that's cool. No, that's company wide. They were talking about it. If you read a lot of the stuff that the CEO, the current one's been saying about when they're doing all their different, capacity, limiting capacity, and if you read on it, it says that the parks always operate at 50% capacity. So, and then I believe something that I saw somewhere, it's going to be half of their 50% capacity. So that would be 25%. They couldn't go 50% because they already operate at 50%. So say 50,000 is there, because Magic Mountain is bigger than Six Flags New England. It seems that way anyway. Like I said, don't count on that vaccine. Don't count on it. Everybody's got this. See, everybody's holding on to this thing about a vaccine. Do not hold on to that. I mean, that's a best case, and don't count on it. You could potentially be disappointed because the way that everything is going, they're working on it as if there ain't gonna be a virus. Because believe it or not, you're already being duped into herd immunity already. That's why everything's reopening. They got no choice. Land-wise, yes, but usable land, no. Because there's like 100 and something acres that Six Flags New England cannot use. Because it is on wetlands. Oh yeah, but I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. I found this CD. When There's No More Room in Hell, Volume 1. There's only one reason why I'm showing you this. Where is it? Oh, wait. I gotta open up the booklet. I'm gonna show you something. I'm on the CD with a song. I found it. But look, when you see Dr. Giggles, look who's below me. Look to your left. You see Dr. Giggles, Soul to Take. It even has my old MySpace. I think that's deactivated. But who's underneath me? Vanilla Ice. There, I gotta put this one up there. All right, you see the one that says Cue Ball, featuring Eddie Cheddar. He was the DJ for Bloodhound Gang. See where my finger's tapping right there? This is Wolfpack. That was one of the lead singers from Bloodhound Gang. And that song, Always Forever, I made the beat for that song. For them to record on. It was that beat. I forgot what song I was going to use. I forgot what song I was going to make it on. Oh, it was supposed to be the song I made back in like 2003, 2004 called Mo Weed back. Oh, wow, 70,000 people. Yeah, so they could. You always hear when it's a lot of people, you're always hearing 70,000, 50,000, 30,000, 80,000, 100,000. Nobody knows. The only people that know is the park president and certain people. And no, the mask thing's not going to go away until, I think, springtime. Hey, Gavin. What's up? So anyway, the whole thing with like this CD, I ripped the one song that I'm going to put up on the Hornapalooza channel. But it's just cool. But yeah, the song was supposed to be called Mo Weed back in like 2003, 2004. I just started uploading an album from that era where you actually hear some of that beat. We redid it so it didn't sound the same. But there was a CD called My Way. I just started releasing, uploading it to the Hornapalooza channel. Just like a picture of whatever, and then the songs. You can hear Mo Weed, you can hear that. I can't put anybody else's songs up because that'll get a copyright strike. But I can put mine up. I own the rights to that song. Matter of fact, this was unopened. I had to open it to get the song out because I was looking for the CD because it's a 2-disc. There's a lot of songs on here. This came out in 2006, this CD. Yeah, I've been finding all kinds of... I evidently did a benefit show for some girl who died back in 07. Somebody gave me the DVD. I haven't watched it yet. And I gotta watch it. Because it says Giggles. There was a guy called 13 from a group called Lost. And then I had a DJ named DJ Massacre at one point. I don't even remember half of this. I remember who 13 is, but... How far? I'm about 4 hours away from the safari. I am going to do it because one, my kids have never done this, the drive-through safari at Great Adventure, so I want to do that. I don't think Jessica has either, or anybody, you know what I mean, like a daughter or mother or anybody. They haven't been. And there's a place called Feltville, New Jersey. It's in a deserted village that you can go into. You just can't go in the buildings, especially during this. But you can go and go through this deserted town. You just can't go in the buildings. You can hang around, go through. So I figure I can do a 1-2 punch. Do a deserted thing and then safari or vice versa. But I will hopefully be able to get to the safari. I will drive down. I don't care. I will go. I will have fun. And I'm going to enjoy it. And anybody that wants to should. So who... Hey, Jay, type who the second place was. And then type who the winner is. Like the person, the people, who they are. Because you showed me the first one, who was third place. But at least we know who the winner is. That's cool. I don't want to say, I don't want to ruin it for nobody. But that's awesome. Wow, you had 75,000 people that rode that ride. Damn. That's a lot. That must have been a long line, a lot of people. How many people used to hold, and how many people max if you filled every seat? How many seats do you remember how many seats were on that ride for Twister, Sean, when you were there? Yeah, they're not. Katie's not going to get a big new attraction for a while. If you look at when they put these big attractions, and it seems for some weird reason for them to take a while to get their money back. I don't know why. Because like when you look at I-305, I-305 is a great ride. It's just very intense, and a lot of people don't want to ride it. People don't like the gray outs and all that other stuff. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they ripped that out eventually. It's just not worth it. That's crazy. Superman must have been pushing a ton. I don't think that the restraints are getting changed this year or next year. I mean, unless, like, if they were going to have an attraction, like, if Supergirl does, in fact, open this year, because I don't know if the ride pods are on site. I don't know if they were like, we're just going to wait till next year for it. If they change the restraints of the trains or whatever, it's probably not going to be for a couple of, if they do it. But I know that, you know, from talking to maintenance and people that work on the ride, people have told me they don't make this stuff anymore. Intamin doesn't make that type of thing anymore. They moved away from it. I mean, they can get it made. It just takes a while. They can do it, but they don't. Basically, what it does is you're just not getting the support like you used to. Oh, still waiting to see who is who. Okay. I can't wait to see who's who. I didn't think the person that you're saying that one, I would have never thought that person is who it is was going to be. See, for me, it you got an order from a Dutch-based band called Rappa whatever. I got the original album called Rasky Patty. A shirt, playing cards, and a sticker I just put on my laptop. That's cool. Right, I know you're, anxious about Great Adventure and the second wave. I'm going to put it to you like this. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be a douche to you or nothing. I know you constantly ask that, but nobody knows. If there is, there is. If it's not, it's not. So how many... Let me ask you this again. Do you remember how many riders per hour that they could do on Twister? Like, what's the especially that day. That's a lot. That place must have been jamming. I have no idea who that is, Jay. I don't know who that person is. But okay. Who is that? I'm going to look it up. I'm not going to say nothing. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that person is a something. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've never heard of that person. That's so funny. Honestly, the masks in the parks, how long I see that lasting, I think mandatory. I would probably say till about Memorial Day of next year, I think. I think at first they're gonna just keep doing it. I mean, the main thing is, I mean, my guess, I'm just throwing a dot out there. I would say around Memorial Day of next year. As long as everything, you know what I mean, like the virus goes away, there's no more second wave, or we never get a second wave, or if all the dominoes fall in the right way, which they're probably not, but if they do, I think that's about the time, I think. Sorry. All right, I'm waiting to see who the winner is. Who is the winner? Well, I know who the winner is, but I don't know who the person is. I'm waiting. Can't wait. Because I did like that person, but I didn't expect that person to win. I honestly thought who was third place was going to win it all. Honestly. I did not think what I saw as what was there. I honestly thought it was going to be... I know. Weird. I know. Yeah, I mean, like the whole mask thing that's going on, that's what I think. And it, like I said, it's just what do you call it? A illusion. It's an illusion. I see problems from the get-go, but I do see problems. It's gonna be a cluster, you know what? And it's just, I like Superman restraints, Alex. I don't have a problem with it, but again, I don't hate them because of my body size being short. You know what I'm saying? Pandemonium ain't going nowhere unless something catastrophic. You know, when it's time to die, that ride, that's when it gets ripped out. It's too popular. They're not going to get rid of that. That's not going anywhere. That's too popular for the park. It's not. I see Gotham City Gauntlet leaving before Pandemonium. I'm telling you. And I'm starting to really kind of, I'm analyzing things in my head when I'm looking around because of what's going on. One, you know, when you look at everything going on as a whole in the industry right now, unless like these weird catastrophic things happen, you know, within the parks. Well, there's a lot of rides with low capacity. That's not going to change. Yeah, I see Gotham City leaving because that's in reality, Gotham City Gauntlet and Pandemonium are kind of the same but different. They still do a little zigzag pattern, one's a mouse coaster, one's a spinning coaster. The spinning coaster isn't a mouse one, but it's pretty similar. 4 people, little zigzags, little dipsy doodles, comes around, you know what I mean? So, they're pretty similar. They're not exactly, but I think Gotham City Gauntlet was always a placeholder. I don't like Goliath anymore. I made videos, I went on Facebook Live and stuff last year and was like, this thing needs to go. I'm like, let's get the blow torches and the saws and let's cut this thing down and throw it in the trash. I told Jen McGrath to her face, the ride needs to go. And I told her why, and I told her what to put in its spot. So it wasn't like, it sucks, get rid of it. I did my usual, get rid of it because XYZ, and part B is add this because this would be a lot more popular, more not a maintenance nightmare and be better. Yeah, there's not very many good wild. I've been on a couple that have been all right, and I can't remember where, but yeah, it's the Boomerangs, the Gotham City Gauntlet, Crime Wave, Tomahawk, Houdini will go first. I told her one of those new Vekoma launch coasters. I said, she probably thinks I'm nuts. I've said this a million times on this show. I said, get rid of Flashback. I said, get rid of Goliath. I said, move the Scrambler and the balloon race. I said, the smoking section over by Pandemonium, put the Scrambler or the balloon race. I said, move the smoking section back to where it was, over by the station for the, what do you call it, the Sky Ride. I said, use Flashback spot as the station. Have it launch over the little road there where, let it do its thing around where Goliath was and then come back. That's what I told her. I sent her links to the coasters, the website. I said, take a look, see, contact them, see what they cost. So that was some of the things that it's okay at Animal Kingdom Primeval. It's okay. It's not great. When I go to Animal Kingdom, because there's not a lot of rides, I go ride it, but it's not that great. It's okay. Actually, one of my favorite, I forgot which model I sent her, but it was like last year when they were coming out with stuff. I said that, and then at Nor'easter this year, I told her again, get rid of Goliath and do. But the best spinning mouse coaster I've ever been on is at Kennywood. That Exterminator, that's the best mouse coaster I've been on. Plus, it's indoors. It's themed to exterminators and mice and stuff, and it's quirky and cool, and I love it. I don't know. It's like the only mouse coaster of any kind. Well, not really, but the one that I'm most excited about is that one. I don't mind Dark Knight at Great Adventure, Great America. I have no idea who that is. I like that character on The Masked Singer. I don't know who. Hang on, I'm looking. Oh, okay. I'm looking at what it says on the picture you sent. But thank you for updating me. And that was... Wow, so crazy, huh? That is crazy. Ain't gonna lie. I need to save this picture I just saw. I need to save that for something for my yard that I just saw pop up when I was looking at this thing. Oops. Wrong, Yeah, but again, that's just the craziness of... It's so funny. These people, like, on the show, I have no idea who the hell is who. I've never been to Lagoon, and I talked about that a little earlier before I seen you pop on about that new spinning coaster they're putting in indoors. Looks like they're building a mountain. I think that's a place I need to check out. That's probably like on next year's list of things to do. I mean, the only time I'm probably traveling out was when I go do the honeymoon, if I can do the honeymoon this year. I'm hoping that doesn't get pushed off to next year. Oh, is that tag show? Is that the show that looks kind of like the old school from the 90s, Gladiators? I don't know how many men remember the TV show Gladiators when they did they were shooting tennis balls at people trying to run around and do things, and they were gladiators. I remember that old show. I missed that old show. That show was so awesome. It was awesome. But, let's see. Did I do everything? Did I talk about everything? It is. Alright, so. What's this? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to get out of here. Like I said, tomorrow at some point. Tomorrow, I don't know what time. Yeah, they've been buying up land every so often. They're probably trying to get people away from the park that live there and stop crying like babies. But yeah, there's no show tomorrow, but we are going to play Planet Coaster at some point. I have to go to the office. Well, I have to go to the store. I got to get tape to put down on the floor in the office. And Action Park had the experience. Wow. Yeah, I missed out on all that. And then once I get done with work stuff, I'll be back. And then I'll play some Planet Coaster at some point. It'll be like last second. You'll see it. I'll make sure... you know, I post the links out, you know, on, you know, YouTube. Well, you'll see it come up on YouTube. If you got notifications on, you'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it on multiple Facebook accounts. You'll see it. And so that'll be tomorrow. And then Friday we'll be back at 1 o'clock. So have no fear, my friends. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure that if you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's march to 1,000. Let's get there. It takes each and every one of you to share it with a friend to get me there. Or as more people find it. So let's get it going, baby. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow.